Welcome to the Two-Man Podcast. We have our main event of the evening. Starting out of the blue corner, Tyler, the man, the myth, the legend, John Garnett the third. And starting out of the red corner, Carmelo, Meatball, Mattioli. Welcome to the Two-Man Podcast, everybody.
I let you open up an episode, and that's how you start. Is Carmelo the Meatball Mattioli?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I told Carl right before this episode we are gonna let him start with the intros. Didn't disappoint, but you looked very happy. I'll give you that.
Dude, I was excited. Dude, it happened right before you clicked the button. You let me know. And every time we record, I always do that before you give your little welcome to the Two-Man Podcast.
I want to let you rock, man. I want to let you cook.
Let me cook, man.
Listen, man, how's everything been going lately? You good?
Dude, everything's been good, just working, living life.
Good.
Nothing crazy. Oh, going to the Met game on Saturday. So when this comes out, I'll be going to that next.
Nice.
We got a lot of really good stuff going on. I'm really excited. Star Wars fans. New Star Wars video games coming out tomorrow. Jedi Survivor. I'm gonna be playing that all day tomorrow. All day.
Nice.
So excited.
Good.
What about you? You got any plans this weekend? You're like a world traveler now.
Yeah, been a world traveler lately. This weekend, the Taylor and Tyler tour will be taking on Philadelphia. We'll be heading there for her parents' little birthday celebration with her stepbrothers. So we've now checked off Boston, Canada, Rhode Island, Philadelphia, all within the last couple weeks. So
did you say Canada?
Yeah, I think so. Canada, Boston, Rhode Island.
Yeah, there you go.
And now Philadelphia. So
and Mohegan snuck in there.
Mohegan snuck in there for Connecticut. So we have really been traveling around the world in 80 days. So,
yeah. Sorry, you just saw me signal Mike to close the door. I left it open.
Well, that's good. But yeah, besides that, I mean, things aren't too bad. Rangers lost tonight.
Yeah, man.
I think that loss will probably retire me from the Rangers for the rest of the season. I know the series is not over yet, but I went to Game 4 at Madison Square Garden. Might have been the quietest I've ever seen it in my entire life. You could probably talk to the person on the other side of the rink. Two lifeless performances out of them the last two nights, and looks like New York sports are just cursed for the rest of their lives when you really think about it.
I know, man, but we got some other good New York sports going on besides that, which is making up for it a little bit. So
I try to think that. I really do. There's some exciting times in New York sports. Obviously getting Verlander and Scherzer, but as of right now, Scherzer's banged, on the bench for 10 games suspended. Verlander hasn't pitched yet.
Yeah. I know, but we got the Knicks, baby.
True. And that's all that New York cares about. When you look at the Knicks going up only 3-1 in the series and they shut down 7th Avenue, by not even clinching the first round, but by going up 3-1.
One playoff game.
Dude, that's
just winning a playoff game. Not even the series win.
Dude, and yeah, that's New York's team right there, is the Knicks. Easily.
Did you see speaking of that though, sorry to cut you off. Did you see the thing that GQ put out about who's the king of New York?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, SNY posted it, and it was like a GQ article that came out who is the king of New York. Apparently it's something that they're going to start doing.
Sure.
But sports wise, and they had number 1 Jalen Brunson.
Okay.
Number 2 they had Aaron Judge.
Okay.
Number 3 they had Mikal Bridges.
I saw something like this. I saw a little bit about this list. Yeah.
I forgot who was number 4, but number 5 was Anthony Volpe.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had Rizzo, and then then you had Randall, and then you had 7 and 8. You had Lindor, Alonso, respectively, and then I think 9 and 10. 9 was Igor, and then 10 was Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I saw that list. It wasn't the greatest list I've ever seen put together.
Yeah, I was kind of I thought it was wild because I think it was just like relevancy because like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Knicks had just won.
yeah,
So I would understand why they would put Brunson one. But I mean, if I were to do it, you got to put Judge one.
yeah. I
And I
agree.
feel like you got to put maybe like Alonzo two.
Yeah, I wouldn't put Volpe or even Mikal Bridges anywhere on that list just
No,
yet.
Mikal Bridges at three is a crime. He's only been on the team for like 2 months.
Yeah, and I get he's good, but he just got swept out of the first round.
Yeah,
So,
literally.
and Volpe's hitting like below 200. He will be good. He's still a rookie. So,
Yeah. I mean, he's just stealing a shit ton of bags. That's really the only thing.
yeah, I mean, he's fast and he was a Yankee fan growing up. That's why he's got all the
Yeah.
love right now.
That's why
So,
everybody loves him. Yeah. I mean, he's a
yeah.
good player. He's on my fantasy team.
Yeah.
He's on the bench on my fantasy team, but
Yeah.
he's doing good.
I got nothing against him, but I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That list is weird. Honestly, if they made that list a week later, I'm sure they would have put like Aaron Rodgers at 4 because now the Jets finally officially have
Yes, that
Aaron
dude,
Rodgers
good segue. Good
after
segue.
a month and a half of talking about it, trade discussions heating up, slowing down. Aaron Rodgers is finally a New York Jet. So
Dude, congratulations, man.
thank you, thank you,
Congratulations
thank
to
you.
all my Jets fans out there.
Yeah,
Honestly, I think I mean, I like the Jets. I mean, I'm a Giants fan, but like my Jets fans being happy. You guys have had a lot of misery.
yeah,
And it's good to see you guys actually be excited for something for once, you know?
yeah.
So you guys got a good squad, man, and I think he there's something special. Do you see the interview that they had with him when he like came to practice today?
Yeah, well, I mean, I watched the press conference yesterday with him, and I don't think I've ever seen Aaron Rodgers smile that much.
Yeah,
He actually
right?
looked really happy. He was excited. He obviously, like anyone does when they come to a team, they come to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be good there. All Jets fans last year, including myself, we kept saying we're a quarterback away. We're a
Yeah.
quarterback away, and listen, that's the quarterback
Yeah,
right there. That's
and
a four-time MVP. Regardless of his antics, his ego, all that other stuff, he puts that aside and he makes it work. And listen, I think he'll be a good fit, and I think he'll at least lead them to the playoffs.
dude, I hope so. You see the who he's got now? They showed the roster and it's like crazy.
Yeah,
Like it's like, from I think they showed like a clip of like the 2017 Jets as opposed
mhm,
to the 2023
yeah,
Jets, and it's just like light years difference. Like
so
the fact you got Garrett Wilson, who was like he won Rookie of the Year last year.
yeah,
Then you got I mean, it was just like playmakers. You have Quinn Williams, who's like one of the like all-star
yeah,
defensive ends. He
yeah.
played great. Brees Hall, who got injured. If he didn't get injured, he could have been in contention probably for Rookie of the Year as well.
He probably would have beaten Garrett Wilson at the pace he was going at for
Yeah,
sure.
he was doing great. He was on my fantasy team. I have a jersey right in that closet right over there of him
Yeah,
because he was
yeah,
doing
no.
so
So
well.
I mean, yeah, because their defense is good, and they definitely he has some people to throw to, and the offensive line is the only thing that ever needs work. But all that needs is just a little bit of time together, and they've kept it together for the last couple years. So hopefully they build that cohesiveness,
Yeah.
and hopefully they can lead it to something this year. Because New York sports needs something. Because right now they're low on my depth chart
Yeah,
after the
man.
Rangers.
What do you think about the Garrett or not Garrett Wilson, Zach Wilson comment about how he's going to make whoever guy comes in life a living hell?
Yeah, I mean, Zach Wilson's just trying to say whatever he can right now,
Yeah,
to keep
just
like he's interested. But he's
trying to
he's
stay
he
relevant.
yeah, he's lost all the fans of New York, especially that one he had a loss last year against the Patriots when they lost like 10-3. And if he I think a reporter asked him if it was the offensive fault or something like
And he
that,
said no,
and he
yeah.
said no. I mean, you don't have to put the blame on yourself, but you should, you know. So I think not being holding accountability, it does not look good, especially when the offense did nothing because you couldn't complete a simple check down.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, I think he's completely lost the hopes of the fans. But I think Aaron Rodgers will do him good. I think Aaron Rodgers will stay here for at least 2 years, and hopefully be able to coach the low rookie.
Yeah, I think honestly, dude, I kind of agree with that. I feel like he'll be able to mentor him in a way that like other quarterbacks couldn't do.
Yeah.
And I think Rodgers in a funny position that he knows that he's not going to be like when they got Jordan Love, I think he was a little pissed because he's like,
Yeah.
I got some years left in me, and like you're getting my replacement.
Yeah.
And but I feel like now that he knows that like this guy ain't replacing him, like there's no shot in hell that he's replacing him.
Yeah. No.
He's gonna like be a little bit more lenient to maybe like teaching him the secrets, like showing him
Yeah.
how to prep, like
Yeah.
maybe take him under his wing a little bit more.
Yeah, I
So
mean, yeah, they had a friendship before he came to the Jets, the two of them. Kind of inter-squatted against each other, scrimmaged against each other. So yeah, I think it's gonna work out great. And obviously, Rodgers' goal is to come here and win the Super Bowl. So
yeah,
let's see if
man,
he can.
let's go, man, let's go.
Yeah,
League
hopefully.
football looking good. You know, Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, Aaron
Sure.
Rodgers.
Yeah, whatever you want to say. Put them.
Yeah, let's
Don't. I
go.
wouldn't put them in the same category, but whatever you want to say.
Oh, let's go, man. But staying on the New York sports here, I'm really excited. Our Knicks won the first playoff series in 10 years, man. 10 years.
Dude,
That's
crazy. We
wild.
were we were what 12 and 13 at the time. Last time
Yeah,
they
dude,
won.
12 and 13 last time they won.
I,
And my
I,
boy Melo was on the team.
I remember that team so vividly too.
Yeah,
You
man.
know, Ray Felton, Jason Kidd, Amari, and Carmelo were
Yeah,
still there.
Martin Carmelo.
Steve Novak knocking down threes in the
Oh, he
corner.
was legendary, dude.
Yeah,
A
they had.
three. And then like Carmelo hitting threes to the dome. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
amazing.
No, that was a good time to be a Knicks. One of the funniest things I think when I was a kid, watching the Knicks and like I like basketball, but it's probably out of the four like major sports in North America, uh, my least favorite of the
That's
four.
fair. That's
I would
fair.
say so.
Yeah.
I remember this so vividly. When I was a kid, like now I get passionate. I'm passionate still about sports, and I'll get mad over regular season losses. But when I was a kid, a regular season loss was the end of the world for me.
Yeah.
And I remember this so vividly. We were playing the Clippers probably like 10 years ago. We were playing the Clippers in like a regular season game, like trying to fight on to make it to the playoffs, the Knicks. And I think they blew a lead late or something. It was a frustrating loss to say the least. And I had one of those old slide phones because I was in like fifth grade or something. So I had one of those like slide phones, like you text upright, but you can also
Yeah.
slide it in text.
Yeah.
I took this thing after they lost against the Clippers during a day game, and I threw this thing on the ground so hard. It bounced, hit the floor, and bounced and it hit the TV. And the TV immediately went black. And it was like this flat screen, like 55-inch in my basement. It goes black, and I immediately go, oh no. And like I'm like, oh, let's see if it turns back on. It turns back on, but it was like right in the middle, you could see like a little crack.
Oh
And
my
like this
God.
color, like it was just different colors. Like it wasn't working the picture.
Gary must have wanted to kill you.
Well, that's the worst part is I mean, my parents are going to be listening to this right now, but I've told them since, obviously like months after, but I told them it wasn't my fault. I was sitting there and I was like, "Oh my God, I was just watching the TV." And then it went black. And they were like looking up things, and I'm pretty sure my dad looked up an article. They're like, yeah, sometimes it gets too hot if it's an old TV. It might lead to a little crack or something. Because there was a crack on the TV, but when you felt it, it didn't feel like a crack. It was like underneath the screen itself.
That is so
So it held me out
funny.
for months, and I sat with that for probably like a good 6, 7 months.
Dude, your parents are
Until
gonna be listening to this, like probably dying laughing.
Oh, 100%, yeah. But like one day
Uh,
the guilt killed me, and I told them, and I was like, guys, like, listen, I'm so sorry, but like it was me. And they were nice to me. They shouldn't have been, but they were nice to me because they were like, this guilt must have been killing you for months. And there was times where I almost blurted it out because I felt
yeah.
so bad.
You're
But
just sitting there at dinner at like a random night, and like you're
yeah,
like they're talking about just like the Met game, and you're just like, it was me, and you're like, what?
yeah, exactly. So I remember that so vividly, and it was just one of the fun. I don't know, even though, because looking back now, like the Knicks of all teams to get me mad. Like I'm passionate
That's
about them, but
funny, man.
for me to break a TV over it,
It's like, dude, you know what's funny? I bet you haven't even acted that way like towards like gambling, like betting on like a
yeah,
sports game. You've probably wanted to, but you've probably held yourself back. But the fact that you did it like younger, it's funny. It's
yeah,
funny, man.
I was probably like 13 years old. Threw my phone, hit the ground, perfectly bounced up, and
if the Rangers lose again, then that you might get that reaction.
They almost pushed me to the edge tonight, but I have some calming techniques now. I was trying to breathe, do some deep breathing, get me
Deep
through it.
breathing,
Because listen, it's
meditating.
out of my control. I can't do anything. I got to turn into Buddha a little bit. Have that relaxing in me.
Oh, that's
So
awesome. That's
yeah,
awesome.
but yeah, I thought I'd share that story
Oh, that
because
that was great, man. I really I really like that one, man.
yeah,
Dude, but yeah, going back to the Knicks, I'm really excited that they won. Won a series, first time in 10 years. I'm excited they're gonna be going up against, Miami.
yeah,
I think they match up really well against them.
hmm
I also feel like we might be favorable in this because they're missing a lot of key players. Kyle Lowry's out, Tyler Hero's hurt.
yeah.
Um, they just I mean, they won in 5 games, but like they came off like a tough series going into OT against
The Bucks, yeah,
Giannis and the Bucks.
yeah.
So I don't know. I think it should be good. I mean, the only problem, man, is MJ's long lost son, Jimmy Buckets over there.
Yeah, no, I was just about to say easier said than done, but we got to stop Himmy Butler himself
Yeah,
because
man.
something in the playoffs. But I mean, yeah, you touched on it.
Himmy Butler, like that. I just realized what you said.
Yeah, Himmy Butler. But yeah, no, there's I've seen some videos, some clips on that. It really looks like I like to believe in conspiracy theories a lot. So
Yeah, I'm very gullible in some things like that.
yeah. So looking at those two, it does look like Jimmy Butler could be Jordan's long lost son,
I
especially with
think,
what he's been doing in the playoffs.
yeah, man. I think they really need to like do a think they need to do like what's the test? A
Well,
DNA
23 and
test?
Me
Yeah,
or something like
23andMe.
that.
Yeah. They gotta put the DNA, they gotta compare them and see if it anything matches. Just like to like for final clarification,
Yeah, I mean,
Because
yeah,
I feel like at this point, like I think the whole like conspiracy behind it is that MJ like didn't want like a knock against his reputation.
probably
Where
not.
like I mean, Jimmy's got to be like I think 28. I mean, like 28 years ago, that was like the height of MJ's career. Like that would have like kind of, especially back then, that would have kind of killed him if he had like a he had an affair and got knocked up some woman or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, they needed
So
something against him. The guy was 6-0 in the NBA Finals, so
yeah, they gotta try and cancel him somehow.
yeah, exactly. Oh
But
my God, cancel culture with him nowadays, toast.
yeah, toast. But yeah, nah, it would be funny because I think I saw stats saying that there's two players that have like playoff performances of like 50 points and more or
hmm
whatever, and one's Jimmy and the other one's MJ. So
What's the
it's
odds?
wild,
That's pretty
wild.
wild.
Yeah. So it's kind of funny that they're the only two in that one category.
Gotcha.
But yeah, man, that's New York sports. What anything else we got happened this week? Oh, we had the Mando finale.
Yeah, the Mando finale I thought was actually really good. Um, didn't really know which way they were going to take it because I think the peak of, I'm not saying this show is going downhill by any means, but I think
Yeah,
the
yeah,
peak of that
definitely.
show was when you saw the X-Wing come
Yeah.
in the finale and Luke. I mean, because that was one of the most kept secrets of all of maybe even comic movies or shows.
Yeah, I think that was like honestly the most surprised I've ever been watching
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I agree, especially with all the social media out nowadays.
Yeah.
Kind of seeing, you get leaks here, leaks there, but I did not expect that. It was speculated, but there was no, pictures of sets or anything. So seeing that X-Wing come in and finally seeing it was Luke was cool. But obviously, I thought this finale was pretty good, a lot of action. Didn't completely. I think Moff Gideon's dead. Didn't completely kill him off, though. I think it almost still leaves the possibility of him being alive, but I don't think they'll go that direction.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it a little bit before we got on, but
Yeah,
I saw like conspiracies online that Gideon could have been a clone at the end, because in all the promo art he had a mustache, but then they show you the clones in the final episode, and then they all
yeah,
don't have mustaches, and then when they kill him, he didn't have a mustache, so he was clean shaven. It
yeah.
could just be, how he decided to wake up in the morning and shave, but
True.
I highly, highly doubt that though, because especially in every other season he had a mustache. I feel like they would try and keep the character like similar, you
True.
know,
Could
keep the story together.
True. Could be from that suit though, you know? You know how like firefighters they can't really have a lot of a big beard or a mustache. They can only have the mustache. So
You
maybe
know,
maybe he couldn't
yeah,
keep that
yeah.
dark stormtrooper helmet on because he has to have that tight suction with it, you know?
Hey, but Tony Stark had a nice beard, so I don't know.
That's true. I'm sure he worked around it though. He was a pretty genius guy.
Yeah, dude, but I really liked the finale. Again, there was some things that I kind of like after my first watch of it, I was a little upset about how it
Mhm.
ended. Thought maybe it could have done more, but I think that's just like, me listening to theory videos and like people like hyping up the episode and you really want like this grand finale.
Yeah,
But if you think about it, it's just a finale of a season.
true.
It's not like every like TV show you watch um has one grand finale at the end of every season. The great shows do. I mean, like Game of Thrones always really had a big like cliffhanger.
True.
Um, not saying that Mando's not great, but you don't need that. I feel like
Yeah.
it kind of wrapped up the story to where they can go in different directions. He can help out here, he can help out this person here. He can make smaller cameos in the TV shows coming up.
Yeah.
So I definitely liked it. I thought it was definitely interesting.
Yeah. I
Um,
thought it was
I
good.
think my favorite part was Grogu just pressing the button in the droid saying,
Oh
"No,
yeah.
no, no." Dude, like that was so funny, man. I
Yeah.
loved it. And Din Grogu, he has
He is now
now been
Din
knighted.
Grogu. Yeah.
Din
And
Grogu.
and Mando will be back on his bounty hunter stuff. So
Yeah, which is cool. I think my favorite scene out of the whole movie was Din's hallway scene where he was
oh
like,
my God, yeah. That was
yeah,
sick.
I got like huge like Darth Maul like vibes from when Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn and Phantom
Yeah.
Menace fought him. And I thought it was just really funny how like he's like radioing up to R5. It gave
Mhm.
me like huge like Clone Wars vibes of
Dude.
just R2 like helping out Anakin and stuff. So
Dude, that was
really
nuts. Especially
cool.
when that last wall wasn't opening. If I'm those two guards, I'm hoping that last wall's not opening after I
Yeah, I'm
saw him
like, don't
just
open it, don't open
wash the
it.
other guys. Yeah.
I would have just ran the other way.
Literally. Literally.
There's
No,
like so many things just in like movies and like Star Wars in general that like first of all, stormtroopers can never hit anybody.
never.
And
No.
then like second of all, there's like points in time where like it's like retreat and get backup. Like,
Yeah.
why are you gonna try and take on a whole army by yourself?
Yeah, literally.
This doesn't make sense. But funny stuff, man. Funny stuff.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy.
before we get off the topic of Star Wars, like I said, really excited for Jedi Fallen Survivor. Literally gonna probably play all day tomorrow.
You should, man.
Um, yeah, really excited for that. Think I might go golfing again tomorrow too.
Yeah,
Got a
you've been
full day
really on
ahead.
that golf kick lately, getting your clubs. You when you called me the other day, you're like, "Oh, look, I got the 100 tees. I got
Yeah,
2 sets of gloves. I got clubs."
two
I
for
mean,
20, 2 for 20.
you've fully taken on this golf kick. How's the game going so
Dude,
far?
I'm garbage, but it's a lot of fun. We went, I think a total in the past week and a half, I've been 5 times.
I'm garbage.
Past
Okay,
whole lifetime before then, like twice.
twice. So you passed your quota
Yes, and
already.
by this time this video comes out tomorrow, I just confirmed before we got on, I
No.
will be going again on Friday. So it'll be six in like 2 weeks, six
Oh my
times.
God.
But yeah, dude, it's fun. And we gotta go because it's gonna be like you're gonna be very frustrated at first,
Oh
like
yeah.
very frustrated.
Yeah.
But for some reason you can hit like 10 balls um terribly,
Sure.
right? You hit one ball perfect. Like you have like one shot. It doesn't even have to be like amazing. It can just be like so much better than everything else. And it's like that feeling you get is just like you want more. Like I don't know
Mhm.
how you describe it. It's just like I want to get better so that every shot that I have is
Feels like
like that.
that. No, that makes
Exactly.
sense. It's kind of like hitting the sweet spot in baseball.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Now
Yeah.
that we don't play baseball as much, it's a lot harder for us to, get that feeling. So
Yeah. I understand.
golfing's the best way to do it.
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, yeah, I've been trying to at least hit up the driving range to start because I've never really even been. The toughest part though is because like if I want to go with my friends or with you or guys, I'm a lefty. So I would have to rent clubs. I can't share with you
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
And golf stuff's not cheap. So I'm not
No,
trying
it's
to
really
just
not.
like I'm not trying to even buy like used stuff because that's even $150. I would
Yeah,
love to golf as much as possible. I live on a golf course, but
I'm gonna
I
come golfing on your golf course and not tell you. You're
Casey
gonna
did
come.
Casey
Did
did
he
that
actually?
once. He didn't. He told me, but like I was going to work. I woke up at like
Uh,
6 a.m. and he was like, "Yo, I'm
yeah.
coming by 6:30." I was like, I'm getting ready for work." So no, you will not be.
He was going that early?
I think he was up and about. He was up in a boot at least, but
Up on the boot?
up in a boot. But yeah, no. I listen. I would love to get into golf eventually, but
Dude, it's fun, man. It's fun. It's a good
that's good.
time.
That's good. I was looking at the sheet. I had a fun question.
Oh, I love it. Let's do it.
Yeah. So we have one of our fun questions from Tyler here, and you have to think wisely. I'll give you some time. I have my list if you need some more time because
All
I
right.
obviously thought
I
a little
like
about the question.
Yeah, I like
But
the raw emotion. I'm getting my pen out here.
yeah, if you had to pick only three spots on Long Island to eat for the rest of your life, what would they be? I'll give you some time. I
All
was
right, are
thinking,
they open 24 hours or is it like if I don't get a breakfast spot, I can't eat breakfast?
hmm. No, you have to like you have to satisfy your hunger needs
Like at any time
at one
throughout
of
like
these three spots throughout the entire day. So if you don't want to have breakfast, you don't have to have breakfast. You know, you can only eat at these three spots for the rest of your life.
wow, that's really tough, man.
Yeah, and like maybe I'm not talking like fast food chains like oh Wendy's because that's like everywhere. I'm talking Long Island spots.
All right, all right, all right, all right. You know, that's good because that took one off. I was gonna say Quick Check.
Mm,
For my friends who know me, I'm a huge advocate of Quick Check right now. It's
yeah,
New York's version of Wawa.
yeah, great
Absolutely love it.
spot, great
Yeah, it's
spot.
a great spot. I was gonna say Quick Check, but I will take that off. I think I would go. I'm gonna go Seaport
Nice.
because I absolutely love their sandwiches there. They're
Go one.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I need a late night option that has breakfast and can fill my drunken needs. So
Say it.
I'm
Say it.
going hot bagels.
Nice.
Hot bagels, that's number 2.
And there's one more on there that is you can't go wrong.
Ah,
At least on my list. You've gone 2 for 3 so far.
really, I've gone 2 for 3.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I wonder if I'm gonna get this one.
You don't have to, obviously it's your list, but I've gone
Yeah.
Seaport, obviously, and then hot bagels.
So my other one is yours a pizza place?
So I was in between. I chose no pizza. Shockingly, I would go no pizza to sub for this other
Ah.
place.
Yeah, you see, I'm gonna be really mad once you tell me what yours is because it's probably something I also really like.
Oh yeah.
But I'm a big advocate of pizza,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna have to take pizza. But the pizza place I'm going to take has to be it has to be somewhere like I honestly am going because of the rules that we made. I have to be able to have it at all times. So if I'm hungry and if I want pizza like late night and I
Okay.
don't want hot bagels or breakfast,
I
like
see where
because
this is going.
now I have two restaurants that, I can get late night. So I'm
Other
going to Little
options.
Vincent's. Little Vincent's is
Okay.
my favorite pizza, but it is definitely in the top 10
Okay.
and it is open until like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Something like
So
that.
if you
With
want
that,
pizza late,
yeah.
go to
Cold
hot
cheese.
bagels.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I think those are my 3 spots. I have a good diversity, I think. I have a good diversity.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I thought this question. I thought Seaport was definitely, I think, obviously a no-brainer, best deli,
It's good because it's a deli. Yeah.
and that food could last you for lunch and dinner. You
Yeah,
know
exactly. I still have a half in my fridge right now as we're
exactly.
recording
And
this.
then
Yeah.
hot bagels, they 24/7. They got your breakfast options. But I think this third one that you did not think of, which was it was number one I picked on my list, is none other than the Hop Hog Palace Diner. Because that menu has absolutely everything you need and more. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, and and everything's perfect and so good. And they're open. They used to be open pretty late before COVID. Though that was the spot after Stonebridge days. We were there at like 3,
I
4 a.m.
know, I know.
They cut
Dude,
back on their hours.
honestly, I'm so mad that you literally just said that because when you first said that, that was the first thing that popped in my head. But I said Seaport and then I said hot bagels and then I forgot the diner because I got pizza in my head.
No,
So
I get it. Yeah, I had that tough decision too, and obviously I had more time because I thought of the question, but I was balancing between pizza and stuff, and as good as pizza is, say I had to eat this for the rest of my life, at least a few times a week, as good as
yeah,
it could be, the diner's got a lot of variety.
yeah, diner's got a lot of variety. That's my favorite diner. I have a shirt, you know the
Yeah,
shirt I
that
have.
shirt, I'm jealous of that shirt.
Yeah, dude, Hop Hog
Cause
Palace Diner. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, most of our listeners are kind of from Long Island, but anyone from Connecticut or anywhere else, I mean, you'll never find a better diner than this Hop Hog Palace Diner.
Yeah, if you
Every
want to come to the Long Island house. We'll have a good time. So
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I thought that was an interesting question, especially cheer up the Long Island guys, make that a little
dude, I
controversial.
really like that one. I really like that one.
Yeah.
Um kind of to kind of go off of that. We'll stick with the same game type. I have a fun game for us to play
All right.
this week, right?
Let's hear it. Yeah.
So we've been going back and forth creating games. Um I have a start bench cut for us, right? So I feel like the way we can go about this is like we'll do different topics. We'll do maybe, 2 or 3 start bench cuts each, depending on
Sure.
if we steal ours or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
So I'll go first. We're gonna do start bench cut. So for those of you who don't know how this works, Tyler is gonna pick one item to start, one to bench, and then one to cut. So that means like basically he's putting it 1, 2, 3. It's kind
Yep.
of like a fuck, marry, kill. So yeah. So start bench cut. My first one I'm throwing out there for you is stadium foods. And the
Oh,
stadium
okay.
foods you got here is gonna be hot dogs, nachos, and chicken tendies.
Oh, okay. I like that. Kind of easier for me, actually, shockingly. I'm immediately gonna cut nachos. I don't think they're
Wow.
bad, but stadium food wise, it's when I think of stadiums, it's not my first look. When I
Yeah.
look at it, I think it's a hot dog I'm starting. I'll put chicken tenders on the bench, and I'll cut those nachos right away.
That's a solid one, man. That's a solid one.
Yeah,
I think that's a way a lot of people would go. Honestly, I'm swapping your cut and your start. Well,
yeah,
actually, no, I'm not starting nachos. I think I would start tenders. I'm not really a big hot dog guy, but I understand that hot dog is the baseball food.
yeah.
Um, then I would probably go nachos and then hot dogs. But I just felt like nachos is something you get at every stadium. You get a hot dog at every stadium.
Oh
I mean,
yeah. I mean, I've seen nachos in like they have actual baseball-sized helmets, and they
yeah,
put
yeah.
nachos. So like they have that
It's
City Field and
That's a
stuff.
classic. I
Yeah,
think like every stadium has that. You get nachos in the team hat, and then you eat it, you lick it
yeah, and you
out, and then
wear
you
it
wear it.
immediately after.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wear it
so
immediately.
I
Yeah,
got I got
exactly.
nothing against that. So.
All right. Yeah, of course.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'll stick with the food here, and I'll
All
give
right,
you.
nice.
I guess it's 3 appetizers for any time. Okay, we'll go three
Okay.
appetizers. We'll go mozzarella sticks, buffalo chicken dip, and pigs in a blanket.
Ooh, those are hard.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, kind of just to go off of that last one again. I'm not really a big hot dog guy, so I'm gonna cut pigs in the
Okay.
blanket like
Okay.
right away. I'm gonna start mozzarella sticks because if you don't like a mozzarella stick, you're not human. I don't care if you're lactose intolerant, you can't eat dairy. There's other ways to eat a mozzarella stick. You can get dairy-free cheese, but like if you don't like fried dough and cheese, you're just not a human. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah,
S-
and most people that are lactose, most of the time they'll have cheese or milk or dairy or something. They immediately go, "Yeah, I'm lactose, but we'll let it
Yeah,
slide."
my
So
brother, yeah, my brother literally is lactose intolerant, and he does not care.
yeah,
Like we just went out tonight for my parents' anniversary. We had ice cream, and he's like, "Yeah, this is gonna be killing me tomorrow, but whatever.
It's so worth it at
It
the end
is
of
what
the
it
day. I
is.
mean, there's
Yeah.
so many people like that. So
Yeah, dude, definitely. And then two, so one's got to be Mott Sticks, two's got to be Buffalo Chicken Dip, because if you don't like Buffalo Chicken Dip, especially, watching games, like, dude, it's the best.
yeah,
A little bit of chips, a little bit of chick dip. Depends on who makes it though. They got to make a good one.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my mom makes pretty good. Our
Hmm.
friend Courtney, Jimmy
I was
Durante
about to say
makes probably
shout out
shout
Jimmy
out
Durant.
Jimmy. Shout out Jimmy. Probably makes the best buffalo chicken dip. I know Courtney's gonna be a little pissed that we
She'll
said
be
that.
upset. She makes a good one. She
She
makes a
makes a
good
good
one.
one, but like when Jimmy's on, because Jimmy does not care about his health at all. So he literally is going to put the worst kind of stuff in that buffalo chicken dip that is gonna make it taste so good. He's gonna put a gallon of buffalo sauce.
Oh yeah, yo, there
Yeah.
was. I swear, I think because Jimmy used to make it, but Casey would like go out and get the ingredients sometimes, obviously. And there was times where like there was like one time maybe where Casey bought like instead of ranch, regular ranch, it was like light ranch, and then like the cream cheese was like 1/3 fat or something, and we were just like, come on, man! Like no
Like
matter how you put this, buffalo chicken dip might be the worst thing for your health, but everyone's gonna have it.
you see, you know what the thing for me is, like, for something like that, is it doesn't matter how healthy it is,
No.
right? If you eat the whole thing,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
I don't
You're
care
still
instead of
gonna
chips, you
gain
have it
10
with a
pounds.
celery stick. It's buffalo chicken dip.
Oh, that's fucking funny, man.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, on to my next one for you. This one's a little bit different. It's it's light beer. So little controversial. I'm leaving Bud Light off of this due to recent events.
Good idea.
So I'm going to go with, we have Corona Light,
Okay.
Miller Light, and then Michelob Ultra. So start bench cut.
Ooh, God, that's tough.
This one's a tough one because I feel like two of them are like top tier.
Yeah.
Two of them are top tier.
I mean, especially come summertime, a Corona Light with a lime is one of the top drinks of the summer.
That's what I'm saying.
So
But you got to think about like year round. You got to think about like how much you really love that Corona in the summer.
that's what I'm trying to think. Because come like winter time, I will have one, but like it's not my go-to if I want to have a casual drink.
Yeah.
What was it? It was Michelob. It was Coors Light was the
It's
other one.
Michelob, Miller Lite, and Corona.
Miller Lite.
I don't know if I've ever seen you drink a Miller. I don't know if you even had one.
I've had them before. I don't hate them, but only for the sake of I haven't had them too much. I'll cut it right
Yeah.
away, and then I'll go. I'll, I'll start. I'll start Michelob.
I knew that was coming from you.
I'll bench Corona.
I knew that was coming from you. I knew that was coming.
Yeah. I really had to. I really had to do
You know
that.
what's really funny? If you were to ask me this about like 2.5 years ago, I probably would have done something very similar. I probably still would put Corona first.
Hmm.
So I think I'm still gonna put Corona. That's like the undefeated, light beer, the champion of the world.
Yeah.
But I would say that my bench would be Miller Lite, and then Michelob would be my cut.
Fair.
Only because I've just really started to really like Miller Lite recently. And
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, I used to drink a lot of Michelob, but Miller Lite is really taken, like, it's like my primary beer now that I've been drinking. So
That's fine.
besides Stella, of course, but Stella's like, not a light beer.
Stella's in its S tier. That's
Yeah,
its
it's an
own
S tier. S tier. It's like dad. Yeah, that's the drink that I'm gonna have stocked when I'm a dad.
Yeah, it's a Mattioli thing. I know
It's a
your dad's a
Mattioli
big
thing.
Stella guy. So,
Exactly.
that's great. All right, the other start bench cut I have for you is we'll go the theme of parties, I guess,
Oh,
if you want.
nice. Okay, I like that.
So we'll go a pregame,
Oh.
we'll go darty,
Mm-hmm.
or we'll go a drinking game in general.
See, this is contrary to what I said prior. In another draft we had, I'm actually gonna cut darties right off the bat.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm cutting darties. I'm going to start drinking games. and then I'm going to bench pregame.
Wow. I'm
Yeah,
shocked that Darty was cut so quick.
yeah. See, this is my reasoning because at Darties, a big part of day drinking and like at those Darties are playing those drinking games. So like you can't really have one without the other, playing beer die, playing flip cup,
Yeah.
um as much as like darties and like day drinking is fun, like if you don't have those games, it's kind of done.
Yeah.
And then so that's why that's number one. And then I would say pre-games, a very good pre-game has drinking games, so you have to have one with the other. And
Fair.
I just feel like pre-gaming before just like a bunch of different things is fun. Like
That's fair.
when we pre-game for Up Till Dawn that one time, like God bless our souls, but like that was so much fun, Like I know
True.
we were raising money for charity and we were staying up until dawn, but like it was just I just had such a great time, you know? And then pregame before you go out to a bar, you pregame at your own house before you throw a party, So
Oh yeah. Yeah.
yeah, the pregame's undefeated as well. But
Yeah, that's fair.
drinking
I guess
games, pregames, darties.
yeah, that's fair. I guess yeah, put in drinking game. All right, yeah. That makes
So
sense.
start bench cut.
Nice.
Boom.
Nice.
Start drinking games.
We got one more each in us.
One more each, man. I got one more each.
All right, let's hear it.
All right. So my last one, I have like two more that I really want to do. But I think I'm gonna do this one because this one's funny.
Okay.
So we're gonna start bench cut. I got this one. I can't really take credit for this because I'm putting a different spin on it, but I saw this on the Kelsey podcast.
Okay.
They did a Bulls draft. We're gonna
Ooh.
do a start bench cut Bulls. So I have Super Bowls, food bowls, so that can range from like cereal or anything you eat in a bowl, like burrito bowls, salad bowls, right?
Okay.
And then my last one is toilet bowls.
Oh jeez.
So yeah, I think this one's a hard one, so I'm very very interested to see what you're gonna pick here.
Oh, this is a really hard one.
Yeah, because you got to think about like just in general like lifestyle choices here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because Super Bowl is one of the greatest days of the year.
yeah.
Between obviously a great football game, gambling, the food, drinking, and going to the Mattioli extravaganza every year. Or when you think of food, I mean, yeah, like you said, burrito bowls right off the top. Poke bowls has been on top of my list lately. Um, and then the toilet bowl, I mean, that's used daily.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
But if I have to go by like, oh, jeez.
Dude, taking time bomb right here. Taking
I
time
know.
bomb. You gotta cover it.
I'm gonna start food.
So
And
you're starting food bowls.
I'm starting food bowls.
Interesting. Okay.
And I'm gonna bench Super Bowl because that only
Wow.
happens once a year, and
Wow.
I'm
And
tossing the toilet
you're
bowl.
cutting toilets and you're
I'm
digging a
cut.
hole. You're digging a hole.
I'm gonna have to dig a hole or something.
You're digging a hole. You
I've
can't.
done it before, and listen, man, the Super Bowl and the food is just so much better. I have not had the most pleasant times at points TMI with a toilet bowl. So we are gonna go super, we're gonna go food, super, and then toilet bowl can go.
Oh, that was a good one. I like that one.
I like that. That was tough. That was actually a
That's a
really
tough
tough
one.
Carl, this one's more geared towards you.
Oh, I'm really hoping I know what it is. I hope it was the one I was gonna pick.
I don't know, but we'll go kind of just the topic will be Carl, and we'll go start bench cut, Marvel, Star Wars, the New York Mets. Who is gonna disappoint you the least?
Dude, there's no right answer here. There's really no right answer here.
No.
If I pick one answer, I'm gonna have people who are watching this podcast just like rip me a new one. Like Langus and Steve and them, I will never hear the end of it.
Because if whoever doesn't know Carl as well, if you hear any Star Wars, Marvel, or Mets news, the first person you definitely think of is Carl.
Oh my god. 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 All right, number one has to be It has to be the Mets. It has to be the
Starting the
Mets.
Mets.
I'm
Okay.
starting the Mets. I'm starting the
Okay.
Mets. Um, I'm gonna go with the cut first because it just gets the emotions out of the way of like just how I'm feeling right now.
Sit him down in the office.
I
Yeah.
just feel defeated. I'm cutting Star Wars.
Smart. Not smart, but smart. Out of all the three. All right.
I'm cutting Star Wars. That's a really tough one for me. Ah, damn. Yeah, sorry boys. And then I'm benching Marvel. I'm benching Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think Marvel definitely doesn't miss more. I think more Star Wars, especially with the sequels, has missed a spot a
Yeah,
touch. So
I just have more of a connection to Marvel, I think. Those characters. I mean, as much as I love Star Wars, I think Marvel and me just have like especially just like growing up watching cartoons and like all that
yeah,
stuff, you know.
I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with start
Okay.
start Mets, bench Marvel, cut Star Wars.
Love it.
Yeah.
Now this is
I'm okay with that answer. I'm okay with that
good.
answer.
I think this is going good. How about we bang out one more each, real
All
quick? I
right,
think we
I'm
got
with
time.
it. I'm
Let's do
with
it,
it. I'm with it. All right.
and we'll
All
figure out
right.
the rest from there.
So we got movie treats.
Ooh,
I'm
I
going
almost
with
asked you this question before. That's funny, actually.
really, really,
Keep going
really.
though. Yeah.
So I'm going with candy,
Okay.
popcorn, and soda.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Start bench cut. That's why I didn't say snacks. I said movie treats because you can have
Yeah,
these all. You can order one of each,
you could.
but it's not how we're doing it today.
Yeah, it's tough because I'm a big soda guy, and when it comes to
Yeah.
movies, I'm not a big popcorn guy. Shockingly enough, like
Really?
when I think movies and I'm gonna go, I'm always gonna get like a bag of M&Ms or Snow Caps.
All
So
right.
that's why I'm
So
quickly
is
starting
that number
candy.
one? So
Yeah,
starting candy. Okay.
and
Okay.
then
Honestly, in my opinion, I think that's the weaker. I think like that's honestly a six-man material here. But it's
fair.
okay. We can start. We can start. We can
Yeah,
start
and
there.
then and then I'm just gonna bench popcorn and then throw cut soda,
You
but
see,
not
that's tough.
completely.
You're gonna get thirsty.
I'll get water. I mean,
You're gonna put him in like in the G League or something here.
yeah, I mean, because like he'll still be there for when I get fast food or anything. I'll call him up when I need him, but come movie time, I don't need him.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You're just gonna have to drink your saliva during a 3-hour movie and when Secret Wars comes out.
Yeah.
And oh, dude, I like that, man. I like that. That was awesome. Yeah. What's your last one for me?
All right. My last one for you will be types of food. All right.
All right.
Different
This
types of
one.
cuisine,
All
if you
right.
will.
If
So
you will.
we're gonna go Mexican, Italian, or just your good old fashioned American. So that would be kind of like burgers, dogs, things like that.
Honestly, if you asked me this question when I was like 5, it's an easy answer, you know. But like now that my palate has like fully matured and like I'm still growing into my my eating prime. Um, I'm gonna go. You got to go Italian food. You can't miss. My grandmother would spit on me if she knew I didn't choose Italian food. So I'm going.
She'd take the chain right off your neck.
Yeah, I'm so yeah. She take this chain right off my neck. She said, "You don't deserve that chain." So I'm going one Italian food. I'm going two American food, and I'm going three Mexican food. As much as but Han, are we talking about food in general or are we talking about like, everything that comes with the Mexican cuisine? You go to the restaurant, you get margaritas,
I
you know.
didn't specify it, so we'll stick with food, but I probably should have specified.
Okay,
So
because
we'll just stick with food. Yeah,
if we
we'll
were
stick
to
with food.
specify it, I would probably swap the two because
Mm.
let's swap it because if we were to lose margaritas, that's a big part of the Mexican cuisine that I
Oh
love
yeah.
about like going to a
Oh yeah.
Mexican restaurant, having a nice margarita and tacos.
Mm.
Honestly, one of my main pickup lines is the girls asking if they want to go out for margs and tacos. So that I would ruin that. So
And yeah, and no
I'm
one
benching margs and tacos, and sorry, burgers, I'll never be in you again. Appreciate it. But yeah.
That's great. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. We gotta do that again sometime for sure.
Yeah, dude. We'll have to. I feel like if we keep trying to come up with new games, we're gonna run out eventually.
Yeah.
So we'll keep this in the back burner for when we can't remember anything.
Yeah, we'll circle back to that for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh man, good episode, bro. We have anything else you want to touch on? Oh, before we go, I just want to say I'm super excited for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be absolutely awesome. I know I know I benched Marvel. Sorry, Marvel.
Yeah.
But so R.I.P. Stan Lee up there. He's looking at me like, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
But
upset.
Yeah, he's definitely upset. But very excited for Guardians. I can't wait to see my boys out there. One last ride. So
yeah, one last ride for Guardians, and definitely in a future episode after it comes out the 4th next week.
Yes.
Next week.
On May the 4th.
May the 4th. Yeah, so we'll definitely touch on our reactions from that. Even though I think actually no, we'll probably be seeing it at the same time. I thought I was going to see it before you, but I'm not going to.
When are you going to see it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, next episode. Look forward to that. And
if I have a day off, maybe I'll take a trip up to go watch it with you.
Yeah, sure.
We'll vlog it.
If I'm not in a different country or state during that weekend.
Yeah, literally. I'm gonna have to go to Italy the next time I want to hang out with you.
Yeah, you'll have to. I'll have to pay for a secretary soon to book some weekends for me.
You have your sister. Tell Jill to get on it.
She's gonna be happy to hear that one. I'll tell you that much. She's gonna be pissed when she hears that one tomorrow. I'll tell you that much. Get ready for that text.
Yeah. What do you mean? She's gonna freaking smack me at work.
Get ready for it. Jill, wasn't me. Anywho, folks.
Oh, man, appreciate it. Great job. Yeah, this is my show today. Thanks. All right.
That's right.
So thank you everybody for watching the 2-man special today with your hosts, Tyler Garnett and Carmelo Mattioli, also known as Carl Mattioli, also known as Starlord, aka Meatball Mattioli. And I hope you guys have a great night and or day whenever you're hearing this. If you're listening to it in the morning on your way to work, I hope you get there very safely and have a great time and enjoy the rest of your week. Go play Jedi Fallen Order, or Survivor, order some merch, even though I'm not wearing it currently. And please go watch Guardians of the Galaxy next week. All right, thanks everybody.
Peace out, everybody. Follow the show. Love you guys. Peace.
Love you guys. Let's go. 2-man forever, baby. Let's go.